What's up, y'all? You man, Chaos, okay? Knock on news. I'm here with the best.
Anthony Arvelo Jr. with Undisputed Promotions.
I want to thank you for locking in with me, taking this issue with me, bro.
Of course.
Much love, bro. I want to ask you. And that's live. That's live for y'all. That's live. That's live. This interview can't get any better. I want to ask you, what's your experience on bringing kids to the real life, pro life, being able to sign it? It's something they dream for their whole life. What is the experience for you to make that happen for them?
I've always been a part of the amateur programs and stuff. That's how I started doing amateur shows. And today's amateurs, tomorrow's pros, man. We've always worked with a lot of good fighters, and we built them up. A lot of the fighters that I work with now as a pro, I had as an amateur. So it's just always levels to it, man.
With that happening, I guess we just got a knockout.
Gotta go on.
Knockout here. This is someone that grinded from amateur to pro, now undisputed, but in the life. So his job is to make people like this, amateur, turn pro, and make their dreams come through like this. I wanted to ask you, all this, since you was a pro fighter as well, what is it to bring events like this to Orlando?
Well, I started doing amateur shows back in 2008. Then I moved into the pros, and we started moving around, doing them in different locations. And we partnered up with Ringside Promotions and Kareem. And now we have the opportunity where we're putting fighters on bigger platforms. So, it's always good to get experience, but putting them on a bigger platform where they get TV time and good opportunities is what we strive for, man.
With you saying putting them on bigger platforms, that experience, you got Bidufo, you got Trey, you got Amos, you got a lot of great fighters, you got Corey. With that, how does it feel to be able to, like, how to say, they're on big platforms. So now you're moving them to the biggest stage. There's not a lot of people out here that's doing that. What is your big goal on the outcome on your big performance? I know you have Undisputed Promotions. Would it be to be able to start hosting your own events? I know you collab a lot and stuff like that. Is this a start just for something?
Well, remember, I'm collabing now. I've done the show solo before.
Is this a start to?
This is a start for us to have the opportunities to fight, not just with the big platforms, but on the bigger shows. Where we can fight for titles. Right now we have guys that have won titles, but my biggest goal right now is to give the guys the opportunity that I didn't get. I didn't have that long career, and I didn't have that. I wish I had a me back then, but now what I do is I put my time in to give these guys the opportunity, and I believe in them. I've known them for years. So guys like Corey Marksman and them, they have a lot of talent, and this is their time where they get the opportunities.
When you say you wish you had a you back then,
yeah,
you're young, and you connect with these fighters the way a lot of people don't connect with their fighters.
I relate to them. Yeah.
You relate to them 1,000%. And you make sure they're good, and you make sure they get in the right viewing, the right exposure, everything they get put in the right scenes.
Really is more of like giving them the platform that they work hard for. There's a lot of fighters out there that don't get the opportunity, and there's good fighters out there. But what we've done is we're able to get them on those
get that recognition of those good fighters and bring them out.
The hard work shows, and we want the world to see it.
So there's a lot of questions I got for this guy, and I just don't want to keep asking him because we're gonna give y'all a real interview. So I want to ask you a question. What you want to tell these kids that's coming up in the fighting world, amateurs turning into pro, and there's an event going on in 2 weeks, World of Boxing. Those kids, if they see this interview, what you want to tell those kids to look into the future?
Well, listen, here's the thing. The best fighters came from amateur experience. You know what I mean? And tournaments like the World of Havoc tournament that's coming up on July 28th to the 2nd. Those are important times to get the experience because you're fighting people from all over. Now, remember, in amateurs, if it doesn't go your way, it's a lesson, not a loss. But if you get the victory, then you still got to improve. But the pros is waiting for you, and with these kind of tournaments, this is where it starts.
So everybody, I want you to stay tuned. This is just the beginning. We got something nice coming for your hand. Thank you.
I appreciate you guys, man. And to all those fighters out there, remember, your hard work always pays off. It doesn't go unnoticed, and these are the type of platforms that get you noticed. All right?
Everybody tune in. Undisputed Promotion. They got some of the best fighters coming out, and this is just beginning for them. Lock in with us.
Yeah, they knock out news, baby. Let's go.